Content warning. This show contains cartoon violence, fantasy gore, creepy crawly insects, horror imagery, loud noises, strong language. Viewer discretion advised. Disclaimer, all characters, whether inspired by real people or by fiction, are used purely for comedy and parody. No political or corporate content is intended. Not affiliated with, endorsed by, or sponsored by any person, brand, or organization. Thank you, and enjoy the show. All right, folks. Welcome. Welcome to the Forgotten Realms. Or maybe it's the Neverwinter of Delaware. Doesn't matter. The point is, you're here. I, Joseph Robinette Biden Jr., or Joe for short, will be hosting a campaign with rules from Advanced Dungeons and Dragons, 2nd edition. We're going old school. That means, listen close, this game is not your friend. It is not here to help you. It will hurt your feelings. Pure boomer fuel and nostalgia overdose. Speaking of overdosing, let's introduce our players, our heroes and villains alike. I welcome Edward, William, Raoul, Jack, and Sweeney to the table.
Hi, Mr. Biden. Thanks for having us this evening.
Call me Willy, Joe. Everyone does. And here are some complimentary chocolates and sweets for you and everyone else.
Hello, Joe. It was hell finding this place, being under the influence and all. Which reminds me, here is your usual. And I also brought some personal treats for us.
Is it candy? I do love a fellow confectioner.
Candy? Perhaps. But more sour than sweet, and more psychedelic than teeth decay.
While you boys brought candy, sweets, and treats, I brought a fan favorite. Rum. And thank you, Joe, for inviting us to this hodgepodge of calamity.
Good day, Joe. I didn't bring anything but myself and my razor. I hope that won't be a issue.
When Joe said Sweeney, I was hoping for Sydney Sweeney and her huge sweater puppies.
Hoo. Sydney Sweeney is an American sweetheart, a modern Marilyn Monroe. Her Gonzanzas would eclipse the sun and moon if she ever flew. Thanks, Jack, for the happy thoughts. And thank you, Raoul, for my usual. Hunter's been dodging me since Trump won. And he started throwing his hat in the proverbial presidential ring. And I thought I was bad. Anyways, and thank you, Willie, for the sweets. I do prefer ice cream, which is why I have a Mexican street ice cream cart parked in my garage. Boy, oh boy. And Sweeney, Edward, thank you for coming to this game. I know you two are wallflowers, but it's great to see the two of you. Now to business. Now, your quest. You are brothers, sons of a wandering bard, Keith Richards. Keith, your father has gone missing. Last seen near the ruin known as the Brass Lament, a dungeon built out of old instruments, cursed contracts, and I'm told an extremely hostile tax collector.
Oh, marvelous! Bureaucratic horror, my favorite flavor.
And here's the twist. Keith took with him the family artifact, the pick of eternity. It can open any door, any lock, any vault. It can also, and I want to be clear, attract every monster within 5 miles, and possibly auditors.
So, a normal pick then.
Your job is to find your father, retrieve the pick, and bring him back alive. You'll need to work together and understand each other's strengths and cover each other's weaknesses. Nastiness and consequences await the unaware and the ignorant. So basically, real life.
Alive is negotiable.
No, not negotiable.
Define alive, sir. Because I have seen men remain technically alive while their souls have filed for divorce.
That's a fair point. We'll circle back to that when we get there. Now, introductions. One at a time. Tell me who you are, what you do, and why I shouldn't immediately kill you with a falling ceiling. Who wants to go first?
I shall, obviously. He flourishes a character sheet as if it's a royal decree. Jack! Captain Jack Sparrow, at your service. My Dungeons & Dragons modification appears to be a bard. He leans forward with conspiratorial pride, but not the sort that sings about valor. No. I'm a blade, a duelist, a man of panache.
You have a Thak Zero of...
Of what now?
Thaco or Thak Zero. It's math with consequences.
Oh, Wonderful. I've always enjoyed consequences, especially when they happen to other people. He taps his non-weapon proficiencies with theatrical seriousness. I possess navigation, fast talking, etiquette, and seamanship.
Seamanship? That's not a skill. That's a lifestyle choice.
It's both.
All right, Jack, you're the face, the flash, the marker. Try not to get the party arrested in the first 5 minutes.
No promises, only intentions.
Next.
I can go.
Edward carefully slides his character sheet forward. The paper has perfectly symmetrical little scalloped edges now, like it was born decorative.
My name is Edward. I'm a fighter.
He looks guilty, like fighter is a confession.
I specialize in short blades.
He lifts his hands slightly. The room collectively flinches.
But I don't like hurting people. I'm just very good at it.
A true artist.
A craftsman of violence. Exquisite.
Edward, you're the front line. You will be targeted by everything with teeth, sword, claw, axe, bullets, magic, tongues, lips, etc., etc. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
And your non-weapon proficiencies.
Artistic ability. Tailoring. Gardening.
So if we die, at least the hedges will be lovely.
I can try.
All right, next.
Me, I insist. He places his sheet down like a contract in a candy shop. I am Willy Wonka, and I am a wizard.
Specialist.
Illusionist. Because reality is, he makes a little flick with his fingers. Optional. It also allows my creative juices to flow like a broken dam.
That tracks.
I also dabble in alchemy.
He produces a tiny vial from his coat. The liquid inside changes color, moodily.
This is either a potion of healing, a potion of delusion, or an extremely judgmental soda.
No experimental substances at the table. Only known substances. I don't want a new umbrella zombie outbreaks, some boys' V serums, or any gender-swapping fluids. No exceptions.
Of course not. Only theoretical substances. He flips the sheet. My spells include sleep.
Good.
And color spray.
Also good.
And I have written something I call the Chocolate Labyrinth, which may or may not be...
Keep it simple, Willie. This is 2E. The rules are already a labyrinth. I will consider a chocolate domain expansion. But no talks of chocolate labyrinths or chocolate starfishes. Don't even mention Swedish fishes. They're so hard I have to get Jill to gnaw on them for me to soften them up.
Fine. The world will remain tragically underflavored. And I do appreciate allowing the chocolate domain expansion. I will be the 4th Hokage in no time. I do have an Irish fish, a special delight for my favorite daddy.
Very tempting, Willie, but you know I'm the 5th Hokage. Next. Hokage.
Sweeney Todd. He places his sheet down with careful precision. Thief. Assassin kit.
No murder hobo town here. Todd, not this session.
Oh, I'm not a hobo.
He's got more of a professionals union vibe.
I handle traps, locks, quiet approaches, and people who deserve it.
Everyone deserves it. In a dungeon.
Exactly.
Non-weapon proficiencies.
Disguise, intimidation, local history, and he glances at Edward's hands. Barbering.
Oh, lovely. We have a stylist.
I can help.
I'm sure you can.
All right. Last but certainly not least, Raoul. Explain how you're going to keep everyone alive in this cruel world known as Second Edition.
Yes, quite right. Oh, I can heal. I can also make God nervous.
Splendid. A religious liability.
I'm a customized priest, chaos and healing. True heresy.
You have chaos ward, inverted ethics, chaotic commands.
Those are not spells, man. Those are weather patterns for the soul.
Can you make the weather pattern be more rum?
I can make you think you have more rum. That's the more powerful miracle.
And your kit?
Outlaw priest.
Ha ha ha. Of course you are.
I didn't choose the outlaw life, Joe. The outlaw life rolled initiative.
All right, here's the deal. This dungeon is punishing. There will be traps. There will be save or die. There will be creatures with morale rules that run away and come back with friends. And friends with morale rules that run away and come back with monsters. Hopefully a succubus or a hot drow lady with a spider silk thong.
A civilized place. And who doesn't appreciate a succubus or a ravishing drow wench?
Copy that. And your father, Keith, he is not helpless. He is, according to my notes, level 9 bard, has a cursed guitar, snorted his ancestors' ashes, based, and he owes somebody in the Brass Lament a song.
Oh. Debt. The purest villain.
Why would he go alone?
Because he's Keith Richards, mate. The man's been alone in worse places than death.
I've seen his kind. They don't die. They just change venues.
Exactly. Which is why you have to bring him home. Now, ground rules. He points to each of them like a coach before a championship. Jack talks. Edward hits. Wonka bends reality. Todd checks the floor. Raoul keeps you alive and doesn't start a cult.
I can do 3 out of 5.
Good enough. Biden flips open a binder. It's full of charts. Bad charts. The worst charts. Session 1 begins at the mouth of the Brass Lament. A door made of brass strings. A sign that says no singing. And a bell that rings if you lie.
That seems unfair.
That's 2E. Bay, B.
I adore it already.
When do we roll?
Oh, you already did. They all freeze. Ha ha. Check your sheets. I rolled your starting gold and your family curse.
Family curse?
Yep. Every time one of you says it'll be fine. The dungeon gets a free wandering monster check.
It'll be everyone glares. Strategically uncertain.
Good. Now pack your rations, sharpen your blades, and remember, he taps the DM screen one last time, like sealing a treaty. In this game, the dice don't care who you are, and neither do I.
They will. You will. They won't.
They'll learn. Or I'll gut them like swine and have Mrs. Lovett make mincemeat pies out of them.
They're already laughing.
Jack raises his empty cup. To fatherhood, doom, and extremely questionable math. And to rum. And salty wenches. Savvy?
All right. Session 0 adjourned. Session 1 begins with a saving throw. Thanks again, boys, for coming tonight. And thank you, audience, for joining us for this AI fever dream. Happy New Year's and all of that. Good night, folks. See you next time.